Let's take a quick look at Destiny 2 and find out if it mongles as much man-meat as the first game. I can sum up Destiny 2 in about 10 seconds. Go to a location, do something 3 times, get ambushed, collect the loot. Okay, more like 5 seconds.
Yes, just like that.
Good work.
The game doesn't really offer that much. However, what it does offer, it executes extremely well. Destiny 2 feels very much like Halo. I'm not sure that's entirely a good thing. Halo came out on Xbox in 2001, and you would think Bungie could have broken the mold a bit by now. On the upside, however, there are many things I loved about Halo in Destiny 2. For example, you play the whole thing in first person. You enjoy the world through your character's eyes, who, by the way, never speaks or acts outside of your control. The game never really rips you away into a cutscene too much, and it gets out of the way of your journey. It's a journey that feels welcoming and personal as a result, if not a bit repetitive and scripted.
Looks like the Fallen were trying to break through those tiles.
Elevator's not working. Power must be out.
The shields are down.
And we've upset the Fallen.
Let's talk technicalities. Now, I'm playing Destiny 2 for PC. It's connected to my TV and I'm using a DS4 controller. This means I have a lot of control over how the game looks and feels. I'm chuffed to see a FOV slider. We can adjust our field of view. One thing I really can't stand about many console shooters is the field of view is much too narrow. They've obviously done that to cut down on graphics rendering, but you feel like you're playing through a periscope. In Destiny 2 for PC, you can dial that sucker right down and get a super wide shot of the battlefield. It's awesome. My only real criticism is that the anti-aliasing isn't very good. You can turn that up all the way and there'll still be tons of jaggies on screen. One of the first things that blew my hair back in Destiny 2 was the sound design. There's a ton of guns for you to find in Destiny 2, and each of them seems to have an amazing, unique sound. Firing guns in this game both feels and sounds fantastic. Oh yeah! Oh, nice! Oh my goodness. The music in Destiny 2 sounds like it's properly orchestrated to my ears, which is brilliant. It can be beautiful at times, but it can also be textural and gritty when you're fighting enemies like the Hive. In Destiny 2, you are once again a Guardian, fighting the darkness, whatever the hell that is. And this time you've had your light, whatever the hell that is, stripped away from you, because a leader of the Cabal is infiltrating the last surviving city of the human race.
Grace me with your light.
Nothing and no one survives Gaul's ambition. What he wants is the Traveler and its light.
That's about as deep as it gets. It's not very character-driven, and I'm not very interested.
The Cabal are bad guys who do bad things. Yes, I get it.
Just like in Destiny 1, your average task as a Guardian in Destiny 2 is one of tremendous banality. Unclog some pistons, power up some generators, open up some wind turbines, drop some communicators around. You feel more like a handyman or an engineer than any kind of Guardian. I feel like Destiny Deja Vu would have been a better name for this game. You fight the same enemies with the same weapons, the same abilities, doing the same goddamn menial tasks. Destiny 2 is exactly the sort of sequel I expect to see sold to a market very easy to please.
Take it easy out there, will you? You're making me look bad.
Now, having said that, I hate automatic updates on my computer. I hate software and drivers being reconfigured when I'm not aware. I find it creates more problems than solutions, and my philosophy there really is don't fix what isn't broken. Now, if I apply that philosophy to Destiny, I can see what Bungie has done. There were many strengths about Destiny and a ton of people enjoyed it, so why mess with a good formula? Unfortunately, I think Destiny 2 carries just as many weaknesses from the original game as it does strengths, and it's surprising to see they've changed and improved so little. I think there's still a hell of a lot of potential around the Destiny franchise that hasn't been tapped into. When I first read about Destiny 1, I discovered that we'd be able to have our own spaceship, we'd be able to fly around the galaxy, traveling from planet to planet, building our own character, our own guardian. Not really the case. You have no control over your spaceship, you can't pilot it, the game just lets you load up different levels. Unfortunately, that hasn't changed in Destiny 2. Your adventure is still very scripted, very repetitive, and you don't really receive any agency as a player.
Remember when I told you that you fly too fast? Forget I said that. Fly fast.
Wikipedia describes Destiny 2 as having role-playing elements. Okay. Let's see, you spend the whole game following a waypoint, you make no meaningful choices as a player, and your skill tree is very linear, small, and one-dimensional. If controlling your character's movement is what passes as role-playing these days, I guess we could call every game an RPG.
This road leads to the center of the arcology. We'll need a way out once we get there.
I'm strapping in and about to take off. I'll be there ASAP.
I think it's a shame that Destiny 2 feels less like a sequel and more like an expansion pack. I'm not sure I would call it Destiny Mark II as much as I would call it Destiny 1 Extended. However, I can honestly say it feels like a game I could actually spend many hours playing. I did, after all, reach level 29, level 30 in the first game, which took me a hell of a long time. The gunplay just feels fantastic. Headshotting aliens makes you feel like such a badass sometimes. The constant stream of loot gives you a sensation of constant evolution and progress, and I mean, I can think of worse reasons to play a game. Destiny 2 might not be anything exciting or refreshing, however, it is a game you can pick up and play right now. You'll have fun within minutes of starting the game. If you liked the first game, if you don't mind your grind with tremendous rewards over a long period of time, Destiny 2 is a game you might thoroughly enjoy.